I want you to all remember this. Here's a situation. Here's a scenario took place. I was doing training at a state. I don't even want to name the state. And what happened was, this is like when I first started realizing we need to stop showing off our tools when I travel, and we need to start training safety, because these folks, they're not understanding their electric reality. And so what happened was there was two linemen. This was 9 years ago. Two linemen were working, and they were working on a cabinet, elbows, and that cabinet was loose from its foundation. Just remember, you need a good foundation in your life, all right? And they were working on this cabinet, and what happened was one lineman was back on his tool, his stick, hot stick. He was back on his hot stick, working those elbows, and the other lineman, he had his gloves on, and he walked over to that cabinet with his gloved hand, and he put his gloved hand on that cabinet. It was a summer day, hot, moisture, and humid. And when he put his gloved hand on that cabinet, that energized source, that capacitance, flowed across his glove. It's insulating, but he's a ground plane. It had enough capacitance on his body that it arc flashed him. He's all soaking wet from the sweat, but it arc flashed him across his glove. And what happened is they did an incident report. And in that incident report, true story, they said the reason why that happened is because of rat piss on the cable. That's it. That's their story, and they stuck with it. The truth was swept under the rug. The truth of the matter is that he coupled capacitively enough with that source, because it was wet, moisture, even with his gloves on, it still found home. And those electrons, when those electrons start seeing home, and we proved it, Mr. Joey proved it, when those electrons start seeing home, they get excited. When they get excited, they start partying. They start having a little party. They start giving each other high ready kilowatt 5s, and they start thinking they're all going home. And when that lineman with his gloved hand, when he put his gloved hand on that, he should have got madder that day because it was moist. And he should have allowed more capacity in that house of safety at that moment. It should have been taught. He should have allowed for that and never have done that. Okay? He survived, didn't lose any body parts. But anyways, the story is here, you guys need to think about all these things and that you are energizing with your work. It's so important. So I told those linemen that report was a escape rat. And what happens is when they make excuses for the true root cause, what happens is we don't learn nothing. And these events keep taking place. We need to understand our electric reality as far as the noun, the thing we're working with. That's the noun we're working with. We must understand it.